Let there be sound.
Detroit firefighters are bracing for Devil's Night. That's the annual pre-Halloween arson spree.
No. Let there be light.
Last year, 281 blazes were reported. City officials are taking steps to try and stop the fires. Youths under the age of 18 will be under a dusk to dawn curfew tonight, and more than 35,000 volunteers will watch vacant buildings and patrol neighborhoods with fire extinguishers.
Dlectricity is an event in which Midtown Detroit is turned into a canvas for a myriad of light art exhibitions. It's spectacle and magical, illusionary and breathtaking all at once. This year, 36 artists and designers presented their work, ranging from film to light shows to shadow puppets to even a Star Wars exhibition. All around, the light danced and the night sprung to life, calling to mind a carnival atmosphere.
Come on, come on. Come and see the one-of-a-kind attractions of the carnival.
Join the circus today.
Yes.
Free.
Art needs contextualization, and public art is contextualized and informed by its place. What does Dlectricity mean in Detroit that it could not mean in any other place? Detroit is connected to light. Once upon a time, in the first decade of the 19th century, the city burned to the ground, lit by itself in a devastating blow. The city seal shows this moment. The city motto declares it, a city engulfed in light and smoke. Dlectricity founders looked to the past for inspiration, specifically Electric Park in Detroit, a tourist destination at the turn of the last century. To Detroit, light can be progression and light can be regression. After all, Edison was a Michigander before he left for New Jersey. It was here that he celebrated the Jubilee of Light, the 50th anniversary of his incandescent light bulb. And just down the Woodward corridor from these displays, only 6-minute drive from the art and the light, is Rosa Parks in Claremont, where the city burned again. I could walk to the empty lot that was the Algiers Motel from where I stood at Dlectricity. Light is the carrier of all forces, good, bad, indifferent. We harbor light and fire, and sometimes they are the same, and sometimes they could not be more different. On the way home from work that same day, I saw the billows of wrought iron smoke flying above the Davison Freeway, dozens and dozens of feet into the air. But the dark does not touch the light here in Midtown. The next night, I watched a different energy of light in a club, constrained by music and walls, fettered to the idea of creating an atmosphere, to numbing the brain into a false sense of ecstasy. I attempted to record the moment, but the moment became blurred, unrecognizable, indistinguishable, almost heartbreaking. After a night in the art of light, what could light be if it could not be art? Utilitarian? Superfluous? Somehow it seemed to be both. Dlectricity offers an alternative view of light. Here in Midtown in 2017, 202 years since the city burned the first time, and 50 years since it burned the second. The light is carving out stone and recreating culture anew, promising rebirth like a phoenix. The city was loud with light, and lousy with it. A luminokinetic pulse rushed through these corners of the corridor, but not stretching too far into the city. An apt metaphor for the space Dlectricity inhabits. But there is a sense of renaissance, a new chapter in the artistic history of Detroit, even though the event itself is already nearly 5 years old. It continues to grow, to demonstrate pride in the city. It is a beginning in many ways. And in the beginning, there were these first words: let there be.